push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And we both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Play action. Stroud now. Got his man, Okonkwo.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Tank Dell.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Stroud off the play fake.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now it's Fields.
Out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Justin Fields.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Throwing, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run on second down with Blue.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. They go with Blue between the tackles. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Here's Prescott.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precise.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Prescott now.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Fields. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Prescott from the gun.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Mixing up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Chigakonkwo.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Prescott. He hits Blue. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott yet again.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On first down, here's Stroud. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw is Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A shotgun snap, Fields
steps away. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rolling to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here come the Cowboys.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
but it's going to be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
This is caught by McMillan.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Danielle Hunter
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Will Anderson
in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.